This is Outdoors Ohio, and it is April 27th, I think, something like that. Anyway, it's early. It's 5 a.m. I'm about to wake the kids up. We're gonna go scout for turkeys. Turkey season in the Northeast zone here in Ohio opens next Saturday. I had some birds pegged. I felt the last couple weekends when I've been out there, but they weren't there yesterday. So, and a mysterious blind showed up on the farm. So I talked to the farmer's wife, and she doesn't know anything about it. And the other gentleman that hunts there, he doesn't know anything about it. So I'm gonna put a little note in there today that they're not welcome, and but we're gonna go scout for birds and then possibly check on the clover plot at the arch plot. So we're gonna do that. But I'm about to wake the kiddos up, and my son Cody's excited to go, but my daughter doesn't want to get up. So we'll see. We're gonna get her up out of bed. I already got their clothes ready and stuff. So, but we're gonna go out. Hopefully hear some on the roost. We're gonna try some different spots because I want to have some ideas here and maybe some other spots, and then we'll do a little driving around and see if we can't see some. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. We'll get back to you. All right, finally got the kids out of bed. They're eating donuts. So we're gonna go listen for birds. Hopefully see some. So we'll make a little scouting mission. Then we're coming back and we're gonna make some crappie and perch, and then we'll go from there. But we'll get up. We'll get you guys back on here when we get to the farm. But got them out of bed. They're dressed. They're ready to go. All right, it's dark. But they're already gobbling really good, but none of them are gobbling on our farm yet. They're like 2 houses over, and there's always birds back there gobbling every year. But it's still super early, so hopefully there's more get fired up, because we know there's some across the street here. So we're gonna keep listening. Stay tuned. All right. We got birds gobbling all over the farm. Now there's not one specific spot yet other than across the street where I know those birds are huntable at this point. But there are birds gobbling everywhere, so at least it gives us an option of going to a few spots and possibly calling them over if I can't get to that. Because like I said, there is another guy that hunts this farm, and he typically hunts there every morning. So unless I can beat him there in the morning, we'll have to figure out something. Now I have like 1 or 2 other options I'm thinking about, but my plan is to kind of go there because I've been scouting these birds now for like 3 weeks, and he doesn't come out here. I just texted him yesterday and asked him about a blind that showed up, which I have to go put a note on because they're a trespasser, but he doesn't even come out here, so I'm not concerned about him. So if I get here, I get here first, and that's the way I look at it. So, but right now we got birds gobbling, so we're gonna I'm gonna write up the note for the blind, and then we're gonna start driving around and see if we can see some birds on the ground yet. So we'll get back to you. Oh, there's another one.
Another one.
All right, welcome back. We are driving and seeing if we can see birds in fields. We did see one bird in that corner. Couldn't tell what it was. It got in the woods pretty quick. We heard plenty of gobbles this morning, though. Lots of gobbles. That's reassuring. And then we put a note on that blind that they don't have permission and they needed to take their blind down. But we're out looking for birds. We'll stay out probably another hour or so, and then we'll get out of here. But like I said, it was reassuring to hear birds, and we did see one. Seen a lot of deer this morning, but we're not hunting deer, so. But hopefully, stay tuned, and hopefully we'll see a few birds. It'd be nice to see a few. Just makes you feel better to see them versus, I mean, it's always good to hear them, but obviously always good to see them where you're hunting. So we're gonna keep driving around looking. There were some other properties I have permission to hunt, but because they're clear cutting them Haven't seen any birds in those fields at all. Now we may drive by there a couple times, but I'm going to focus on this one farm because I know they're not clear cutting. So that's where we're going to focus. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back, guys. We've been driving around. We only saw that one turkey. Like I said, we heard lots of gobbles, but only seen one. So we thought we'd come back here to the arch plot, check on this clover, guys. There's clover coming up everywhere. Kids are getting tired. We're only going to drive around another little bit and then we're going to get out of here. But I wanted to check on this food plot and see how it's doing. We've had a lot of rain. So this is the first sunny day we've had in 2 or 3 days now. So, but I was kind of hoping we'd hear like a gobble out here, but nothing. But like I said, I haven't seen birds even in spots we can't hunt. I saw 2 hens in one field when we pulled down the road, but that's been it. Haven't seen much. So like I said, we heard lots of gobbles, but haven't seen any other than that one. That's it. So we'll get back to you, I hope.
Video.
All right, welcome back. We didn't see any more turkeys, so I am taking the kids to go get some donuts. So we're gonna stop and get the kiddos some donuts, and we're calling it a morning. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.